Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my card predictions for Fastlane, the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania 35. Fastlane will be emanating live from the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio on March the 10th, 2019. This is the card I was able to come up with, so without further ado, let's dive into things. The first match on my card here is Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. Spice things up here, though. Instead of just having this be a straight-on singles match, I added a stipulation here. The winner becomes the number one contender for the Universal Championship after WrestleMania 35. So this way, put something on the line here, creates a number one contendership, opportunity, and it's not just two guys fighting for the sake of fighting, and it gives an opponent for either, I would assume Seth, or you never know, it could be Brock. Pray to God it's Seth for the Universal Championship. So that's the first match here on my card. The next match on my card here is the Revival versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, these two teams had an excellent match last Monday on the February 11th edition of Raw. They were able to get the crowd back into it just by going out there and telling a great story in the ring. And I would love to see these two teams go at it again. And what better way than upping the ante by making this a 2 out of 3 falls match. So there you go. Next match here on the list, Finn Balor, who just won his Intercontinental Championship, versus Bobby Lashley. Obviously, these two have unfinished business. You could have them go at it here and then move Finn on to hopefully a different opponent at WrestleMania, perhaps a returning Kevin Owens. That would be nice to see. Raw's mid-card is just really lacking, so I'm not sure who else Finn would face for that Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. But looking here at Fastlane, you do the match between him and Bobby Lashley, get it over with, get it out of the way, and like I said, move on. The Women's Tag Team Championships, Bayley and Sasha Banks just won those titles. Congrats to them. And they're going to need opponents. And I was thinking, who could you put them in the ring with? Well, here on my list here, I have them taking on Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Obviously we saw these two team up, Bliss and James. They didn't win their qualifying match, but that's not to say that they couldn't become number one contenders somehow, some way. I think it would be a solid match for Bayley and Sasha Banks leading into whoever they would obviously face at WrestleMania, because I would not see them dropping the titles 1 month after winning them. But I think this could be a nice, solid tag team match here. And my third tag team match on the list is the Usos versus The Miz and Shane McMahon for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Now, if this match happens, I think this is where we would see The Miz finally turn on Shane McMahon. He showed frustrations after losing the straps at Elimination Chamber. So obviously they're planting the seeds for that. We'll see where it goes. But I think you do the match here, and that's where we finally see The Miz turn on Shane McMahon. I have Andrade Cien Almas entering here as United States Champion versus Rey Mysterio. Obviously this feud is continuing. Thought maybe we'd see these two wrestle at Elimination Chamber. I'm glad they didn't. I feel you hold off on this match. You do it again. Ideally at WrestleMania. But I could see them adding this match to the Fastlane card. And I know R-Truth's the United States Champion, but I think you find a way to get that title onto Andrade. Have him and Rey feud over the United States title. Help to elevate and raise the prestige of that title once again. So that's what I would do in this scenario. And then you could eventually build to potential, title versus mask, or you do hair versus mask at WrestleMania, so we'll see. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I would love to hold off on this match until WrestleMania, but seeing as how there's a pay-per-view here, you do Styles Orton here. And you could just have these two not even have a match, advertise it, and then just, have it lead to a no contest. Have these two brawl, beat the shit out of each other to kind of protect having that match until WrestleMania to get you to WrestleMania. You need to build up the personal animosity between Styles and Orton, because I think that's the direction they are going to be going in, seeing as how Randy Orton eliminated AJ Styles in the Gauntlet match and also eliminated him in the Elimination Chamber, thus costing AJ his opportunity at the WWE Championship. So this is a match, this is a feud I've been waiting to see for a while. I think it's a perfect opponent for AJ and likewise Randy Orton heading into WrestleMania. I think you guys are going to like this one. Triple threat for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston and Mustafa Ali. Throw these three in the ring together. They all have personal issues with one another. Mustafa Ali has a gripe against Kofi for taking his spot, in the gauntlet match, in the Elimination Chamber. That could have been him, so he could have a bone to pick with Kofi Kingston. Kofi obviously had a career night at Elimination Chamber. He pinned Daniel Bryan in the gauntlet match. Likewise, Mustafa Ali, I believe back on an episode of Smackdown in January, pinned the WWE Champion. So I feel you give these, 15, 20 minutes, this could be an outstanding triple threat match. Love to see it happen at WrestleMania, but if it doesn't, I think the next best place for this to happen, plus give something for Bryan to do, would be at Fastlane. So there you go. And finally, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, where the winner will face Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. I think this is the direction we're going to go in. Love to see Becky beat Charlotte. Keep it one-on-one. Becky versus Ronda, although I could still see it being a triple threat. But I think this is a match with high stakes. It would make Fastlane, which honestly feels like a skippable show, into something you need to tune into. So that is my card predictions for Fastlane 2019. I want to say thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to click my like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412 for all my latest thoughts. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielGuys412. Be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/DanielGuys1994. The links will be found down below in the description box. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in my next video whenever that may be. Till then, take care.